But I will tell you something that's very, very good on both these tablets that has held up extremely well throughout time was actually the software. Both of them have that Apple A9 chip inside of them, and it's actually the A9X, so it's a little bit more above than the standard A9. And it started off with iOS 9 for both of them, and right now they are on iPadOS 14. And as I've mentioned before, these iPads having this type of capability is extremely awesome. It's an extremely long amount of software that we had on both of them. Now, I'm not too sure if it's going to be going beyond iPadOS 14. It could and it could not. So there's two different ways to look at this. First of all, when you look at the iPhone 6s, it's really going to be following that type of architecture. So it may stop getting iOS support at iOS 14. But when you look at the iPhone 6, those devices pretty much stopped at iOS 12. They're still getting security updates, but there was an iPad, two of them, the iPad mini 4 and the iPad Air 2, that actually had the Apple A8 chip inside of it, but the Apple A8X chip that's still being supported. So that's another big deal. The iPhone 6s having that A9 chip may stop getting support, but the iPad Pros, these two, may actually end up going a little bit further. So I'm not too sure. It's like kind of hit or miss, but it could happen, and I think that would be awesome. So that in and of itself is a humongous asset for this device. But on top of that, the battery sizes of these two things are pretty big. So the 9.7 inch model, the smaller one, has a 7,306 mAh battery, but that iPad Pro 12.9 inch model had a 10,307 mAh battery. That is a massive size battery to have on this device, and as I mentioned before, dude, that is a crazy big battery. That thing's going to be lasting you forever. Even that standard iPad Pro, that 9.7 inch model, is going to be lasting you for quite a bit of time too. So you can't really go wrong with either one of these, and that's a really big asset for these. So when it comes down to it, I think the 12.9 inch model has that way bigger battery, but the 9.7 inch model is still really good too. So in terms of that covers up probably one of the better things about these iPads. Now when